Oh, we got a very interesting story. I think you're going to get a little animated here. This one comes from our friends at Zappy.
Oh my God.
Yes,
We love Zappy.
our dear friends. Here is the headline. Only 1 in 10 women think brands invest in ads that reflect them. In case your math skills are not so good, that is just 10% of women.
Brody.
Ahead of International Women's Day, which was on Sunday, March 8th, and with Women's History Month going on now, March, Zappy surveyed 1,000 U.S. women about their representation in ads. Nearly 3 in 4 women, or 74%, say misrepresentation has had a commercial or brand impact. 18% avoided a brand, 27% spent less, 29% said it negatively impacted their view of a brand. That's a major missed opportunity for brands that are losing demand among one of the highest value buying audiences. Some other top findings for you, Mike, before we get into it. Only 1 in 10 women think brands are genuinely investing in advertising that reflects and speaks to women like them, with nearly half calling ads, quote, performative.
God.
Nearly 1 in third, or 29%, say ads have become less relevant as they age. Among those who feel less represented, 27% say it began in their 30s, 27% in their 40s, and 23% in their 50s. So nearly half of women saying that the ads that do pretend to be trying to represent them are performative. Not very good numbers, are they?
I mean, how many more times do we need to have a variation of this conversation? Like, here's the thing. When people start talking about representing certain segments out there in the market, I feel like on a subconscious level, a lot of marketers, a lot of executives go, oh, this is kind of a lighter thing. Let's talk about the business things, about like how we can like reduce 2% of spend in our procurement.
Yeah.
This is the important thing. This is the business opportunity. For goodness sake, how much more data do the people making decisions need? These are the people in households making purchase decisions. As they go through their life, they are just gaining more and more purchasing power and disposable income. Like, what do we need? What needs to happen for real stake, and not just checking a box?
Yeah.
Because that's what this performative thing is. I can smell it.
It's funny because it is sort of this like confluence of a few different trends that we've seen, as we've gone on in this show and really at our time in this industry.
Yep.
Not accurately representing women or speaking to them in ways that work for them. We know the data shows that the buying power within a household rests with the mother traditionally, or the woman. They're the ones who are making the decisions about what products they're going to buy and ultimately making the purchase. We know that there is a huge opportunity within the so-called silver economy, or people who are 50 and over, and we're seeing as women get older, they feel less and less represented. So like I said, it's this confluence of like, not only is it you're not representing women appropriately, but you're also missing the opportunity to tap into that silver economy, which we had Michael Clinton on last season to talk about. Great episode. Go back and check it out if you haven't. What's funny is when we talk about these things, oftentimes it can feel like, well, this is just the right thing to do. And it is. I don't want to be clear. But,
of course.
But you said it very well. It's a business opportunity. These people have the buying power. They have the money that you're trying to get them to spend on your brand. The thing that really stands out to me, Mike, is there are brands out there who are attempting to connect with this audience. And seemingly even the ones that are doing that are not succeeding because only 1 in 10 women, 10%, think brands are genuinely investing in advertising that reflects and speaks to women. They don't think that the effort is genuine. Nearly half are saying it's performative, that you're only doing it to check a box. I mean, how many times do we need to see this data and have this conversation before things start to actually change? This has been you and I have been at the ANA for more than 10 years, and this is a conversation I feel like I became aware of my first week here.
100%. I mean, it comes down to 3 words. Do the work.
Yeah.
Get curious about this incredibly powerful segment, this incredibly large, incredibly powerful segment of our population. Actually do the work. Oh, well, I spoke to one of my 45-year-old female coworkers for like a good half an hour. Oh my God, you took 5 steps in a marathon. Like, do the work. Here's what the thing came to me. it's like, oh, if the answer is I don't have enough time, I don't have enough bandwidth, let's zoom out for a second. What are you spending your time on if this segment is not worth it?
Yeah,
I
that's
always,
such a great point.
you know what I mean? It always comes to me on a personal level when somebody tells me they don't have 5 minutes in their day. You know, when it gets to like some of the good habits or the mindfulness thing that I love to talk about,
Sure.
people tell me they don't have 5 minutes in their day. Oh, this might be the first time I ever cursed on Scope. That is such bullshit.
I don't
no
think
matter
it's the first time you've cursed
what
on
you
Scope.
did. Well, it's certainly not the first time cursing happened on Scope. But I'm jumping into the pool now. That is full out bullshit. People who tell me that they don't have 5 minutes in their day also spend 90 minutes on like two PowerPoint slides.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think that like we don't need to get too down in the weeds on that idea, but wake up 5 minutes earlier.
yes,
Like,
precisely.
that's a pretty easy one to
But
solve.
like how much time are you setting on fire?
But the question really is like, are these brands, these creatives, the people making decisions about the ads that are going out, are they going out and actually talking to their target audience in a meaningful way and then taking whatever they're learning and applying it back to what they're doing? Clearly the answer is no. I'm not suggesting that there aren't brands that are trying. I think that there are a lot of brands that are trying. I think a lot of those brands are genuine in their efforts. But guess what? I'm not the one who matters here. The people who you are targeting are saying that they don't think it's genuine, that they find it to be performative. So that has to be a wake-up call. That has to be setting off alarm bells. And it's interesting, Mike, because like we've seen a lot of progress with gender equality and the way that women are perceived and respected in society. Like I think about the sports landscape and how much that has changed. Like talking about March Madness, like look how much more popular the women's tournament is now compared to where it was even 5 years ago, and now some of that was related to like Caitlin Clark. Like when she, but
when you have a
the tournament is still much more
popular
popular now than it was then, which shows like we've made progress in other spaces. Though I bring all that up to say the brands in the marketing industry are now well behind the curve.